Back to Conducive Gaming Chat. I'm Sir Donkus here, leading the project of the Tekken discussion. We're going to talk about it just from a long-time player standpoint to a newcomer. Try to, toss up some basic features, get them to, know about the game a little. Nothing too major unless, they indeed want to pick it up. But in this case, we're here with Axel.
What's going on, guys? Axel's Apprentice here.
And I'm gonna be pitching it off to him this time. So, the first topic we're going to discuss, it's not too long of a topic, but it is roster size. Freaking Tekken 7 will have a host of new and returning fighters, bring the roster to at least 30 plus characters, with also the DLC characters hopping into the fray as well, including also a guest, Akuma from Street Fighter, which is pretty cool, and they're using it pretty much as a test ground.
Now, does that mark Akuma's first time in a Tekken game?
Yes, and honestly, I think they're doing this because, if you haven't heard before, they released Street Fighter X Tekken. They were supposed to release a Tekken X Street Fighter, but it didn't come. Not much information was released about it, but I think they're using Akuma as a testing ground for how a Street Fighter character would work on the 3D plane of Tekken. With them, having the ability to sidestep, crouch, block, and all that stuff.
Bringing a little bit of a different playstyle, but not too different. Not too different where it's like, holy shit, this isn't Tekken.
Exactly. He actually, to his own character, he has his own little things, but each character does kind of have their own super, but it fits. It fits into at least, the Tekken play style of crushing your opponent. It's not too unrealistic,
Gotcha.
But then again, Tekken isn't too realistic all on itself either, but it's still kick-ass of what you can do in the game.
Right.
Like, there is features, they incorporate new things with the Rage mode, which is a mode that activates during a low health state during the battle and gives you increased power. Now, with this coming around, you can now perform, 3 different types of, special rage arts. There's one that's like a super that you would see out of Street Fighter. There's one that would, act as a armor as you go and hit through somebody. So
super armor.
Yeah, so basically super armor, so you can punch through your opponent.
Right. Yeah.
Knock them back, give yourself some space. There's ones that give you special properties to their moves, and those ones are special to each character.
Right.
And then you got the other one that's I can't explain it. It's like a power hit. It's just more like I would say a high powered hit. I didn't get too much into that one. But that's pretty much to wrap it up for topic 1. Topic 2, the number of modes. Like the other Tekkens, Tekken 7 is going to have a great, I wouldn't say great, good amount of game modes, ranging from an arcade mode down to a story mode that looks pretty detailed and impressive. I mean, I just saw the trailer today during work, and it looked pretty impressive. It looks like each character will have their own specific chapter from what I was seeing, which looks, but that's pretty different for Tekken.
Yeah.
I mean, not really though, but to the point they haven't really made a story mode. It'd pretty much be like go through arcade battle, fight 6 or 7 opponents, and then you get an ending. Well, this one apparently it's all chained together with these people, so each, I guess, player puts a different perspective on the story,
So my thing is fighting games typically seem to have a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to story modes, just because fighting games, arguably enough, are restricted to certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it seems like Tekken 7's doing a good job of incorporating them together and making them mesh nice together and coming up with a unique story.
I mean, the story for Tekken is not the greatest itself, but it's a pretty fun story to follow, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of tales of revenge coming back from the dead, beating the piss out of, father or son.
and I've heard this is the last chapter, correct? Is that what
that's what they're saying, and if that's so, goddamn.
Yeah.
Gonna miss you. Gonna miss you, Tekken.
Yeah.
But also, with the arcade story mode, there'll be like the online mode. Will be for 1v1 battles. Standard player ranked matches. But in this one, I think what stands out from the rest of the fighting games right now is the fact you can hold tournaments. You can get 8 players together, and you hold tournaments, and they actually go in brackets. And each fighter fights in their own bracket separately and stuff.
Now, see.
And they advance on, so people get eliminated, and there's a cash prize at the end. So there's actually a point to doing these tournaments.
Coming from someone who doesn't play Tekken, who plays games like Injustice and Mortal Kombat and stuff like that, that's a really cool thing that I wish was incorporated in the fighting games that I play.
I think so too. Yeah, that'd be a great idea for Injustice and Mortal Kombat. I mean, closer you get to is King of the Hill, but I mean,
right.
That would be pretty sick for actually Mortal Kombat or anything else. I think they should incorporate that in more games.
So I think that was a really cool move on their part to incorporate.
Yeah, Namco, boot up in the ass of the gaming industry. Just like let's go. Yeah. We gotta start doing some initiative shit. And also another mode that's interesting. I didn't have much information at first about it, but some new information just came to light again today from the trailer I've watched today. This game holds a mode called Treasure Battle, which is a mode that you participate to fight special opponents in which you earn more reasonable amounts of fight money, and also you can unlock customization items to the fighters. Therefore, you can save your own money, and you don't have to do it all the time. But I'm pretty sure there will be like exclusive, like hidden unlockable customization outfits that you can get though, like in the other ones that they did.
Sounds very cool. I'm very into the customization. So
yeah, customization is gonna be crazy. Apparently in this one you can now make your own. You make your own player cards. You can customize the health bar. The way it looks, it's crazy. Like, they really stepped up the customization, and they kept some of the customization elements from Tekken Tag 2 as well in Tekken 6. The cartoon effects, if you hit somebody with a power attack, it'll go like BAM on the screen and stuff. It's
very
like
cool.
Red stuff.
Very nice little detail, yep.
It's awesome. I mean, I think Namco never fails when it comes to Tekken. I really don't. And, there's also other modes like survival and time attack modes, which are like, basically a fight to see how many opponents you can beat in a row.
Right, yep.
Basically the objective of both modes, but if you are a big fighting fan, this game will definitely appeal to you. Especially, I think, to you too, but just the fighting style of it takes a little bit getting used to. Easy to play, hard to master.
But once you get used to that fighting style, you get over that bridge. That's when you can really be sucked into it, and it's worth it. Would you say?
Which point do you mean?
Is it worth it to learn how to play the game?
I think so. I think it's very rewarding to do combos in that game, and
okay.
Very rewarding to learn the system of how it plays out and stuff, and just fighting your opponents in that game, I think, is an experience all in itself.
All right.
A little breakdown of the story. As you said, Tekken 7 will serve as Tekken's final chapter. This one sees the resurrection of Kazumi, which is Heihachi's wife, who was killed at childbirth because of Kazuya, and that's actually kind of why Heihachi actually hates Kazuya. And the fact that he thought he was weak as a child. Heihachi's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
He's kind of a messed up guy.
Heihachi!
Yeah, that hairstyle pisses me off, too.
It looks like a major douchebag, of course.
But for some unknown reasons, Akuma plays a big part of this story in the mix, leaving a lot of questions in there to why the heck he's in there. And because Tekken's story honestly has mostly been about battles for control and defeating their opponents But also getting control of the Mishima Saibatsu, which is the whole Mishima legacy, all that. So you have that. You're basically you're in power. In the heat, and also just the heat of rivalry of the Mishima blood.
All right.
And then a quick little thing also. Actually, not a quick little thing. That's probably the longest thing on my list. I also wrote down for you some of the characters that would be coming in here.
Okay.
Tekken 7's newcomers range from Josie, Shaheen, Lucky Chloe, Gigas, Katrina, Claudio, Master Raven, Kazumi, and Akuma. Josie comes from the Philippines and is a kickboxer.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. She looks kind of crazy. Then you got Shaheen, who is a Saudi Arabian, and he has like some kind of military fighting style from what I was seeing or whatever I was reading as well. And then you have this wicked weird chick named Lucky Chloe. She's like dressed up in like weird outfit and stuff. She's like a break dancer, and she like fights with her break dancing style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it has an unknown nationality. I couldn't find anything on that. Gigas, is this big dude. He's like an armored up big dude. He looks like kind of like a science experiment. He's got like hoses hanging off him too and stuff. He has like no real fighting style. It's just all pure like his mental, like he's just a mental monster basically.
Really?
Yeah, he looks like to be if talked about a Street Fighter fan. If you were to talk to a Street Fighter fan, you would probably have to compare him to Zangief at the closest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're getting at there.
Yeah, and then next up on the list is Katrina. She fights with some Brazilian style. It's like Savati, I think it's called. I've never heard of it before, but that's her fighting style, and and that also comes from Brazil as well. It's also her main country.
Okay.
And then we have Claudio, who is a sorcerer from Italy who uses like holy spells and stuff. He's kind of weird. He's something I wouldn't expect in Tekken, but he seems like he would fit. We'll have to see at release. And then replacing Raven from the other Tekkens, who was a ninja. He wore glasses and stuff. He was some black dude. He had some glasses. He had some weird ninja getup and stuff, but he was pretty cool. Well, this one Raven that's coming as a Master Raven is a female, and she fights with the same style as Raven as well. But I don't know who she is. I've never heard of her before, but I'm pretty sure she's like maybe she could be Raven's trainer, or maybe. I don't know, something along those lines. Then we have Kazumi, Miyashi's wife, who fights with her own style, the Mishima fighting style, which is going to be impressive to see. But from what I could see, she fights with tigers and all that stuff. She looks crazy, but she seems to work out well too. She's also going to be the final boss, I believe, as well. And then bringing the last one really has no need to explain it all in itself. Akuma, a Street Fighter.
Yep.
You already know who he's about. You've seen me play Street Fighter for a while. All that stuff.
Very interesting addition, I think.
Very interesting addition. I think so too. I wasn't expecting it, but I don't know how I feel about him being put into the story. I don't know. I mean, what do you viewers think about that? I mean, if you guys have opinions on that, drop those down in the comments or something.
Yeah, let us know, absolutely. My thing is like, it's kind of hard to tie in a story for a series with a character that hasn't been there, that's been in other games. It seems like it could be kind of wonky, but who knows?
It could mean that they're part of the same universe, but I don't know.
They might be going with that direction too, you know.
But who knows? We'll have to see as time goes on. Yeah. And honestly, it's not much time longer. I'm very excited. I can't wait. And if you guys stay tuned on the channel as well, I will also be doing an unboxing on the channel for the collector's edition.
Look for that look for that later in the week as well. You're going to see that.
Just in case you guys get an exclusive look at it, make sure we'll give you all the details of what stuff all in there, so you can get a good look at it. See, and if you come across it one day, maybe it's worth buying. If you have $150, it's fair. I know that's a crazy amount, but
it's a crazy amount that's well worth.
Yes, sir.
To the right fans, is well worth. Maybe not to me because I'm not a huge Tekken fan like you, but we'll see what the box contains, and it'll be interesting to say the least. The $1 million question. Is the bear back?
Of course the bear's back.
Of course the bear's
back. Kuma's always going to be in Tekken. He's always been in every Tekken.
Good. Then he can fart on people. And
yeah, that fart move is a one-hit kill. One-hit kill. It's unbelievable. That fart move is a one-hit kill. If you get hit by that, you're down.
Yeah, I mean, stinky.
Yeah, stinky business.
Yeah.
Stinky business indeed, man.
All right, well, Tekken 7 comes out on Friday, June 2nd. Is there anything you want to add before we...
No, I think I pretty much said what I had to say. This is probably one of the shorter discussions you'll probably hear, but due to some things happening in personal lives, I couldn't get as much information as I wanted to down. But I'm glad I at least got to have this discussion with you, and at least give you some basic points. I hope I at least convinced you that maybe if you did want to pick it up, that you would pick it up. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are Conducive Gaming.
And Sir Donkus signing out.
Axel's Apprentice signing out. Conducive Gaming later. Thank you guys.